to have Carowinds as my home park, but it's been almost, I think, 8 years since I've been here, and finally I am back. I am really excited to be here because I have ridden Fury, but I honestly don't remember it. I know it was really good, but I'm excited to get reminded of how amazing it is, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be that crowded today, so I should be able to get plenty of rides. Of course, getting on some old favorites like Intimidator, Thunder Striker, new dumb name, and everything, but also getting on Copperhead Strike as a brand new roller coaster, and Afterburn, plus all my other favorites. I am so stoked to be back here. It's gonna be awesome. One cool thing is the fact that the state line actually runs right through the middle of the park, so you get to go between North and South Carolina. And they've got a Will March right at the entrance. Pretty cool. All right, first up is Fury 325. I am so stoked to get back on this. Erin's about to jump on her first ride ever on this thing because she did not like big coasters when we were back here in 2016. I barely remember riding this, so let's see how it is. It is rated as the best steel coaster on the planet. Let's see if it actually measures up to that. All right, just got off a front row on Fury 325. It was incredible. I couldn't properly judge it because it started raining as soon as I went, so I'm just getting blasted by rain at 95 miles an hour. But oh my God, it was pretty amazing. We'll definitely get many more rides on it later as we're here the next few days. But yeah, that was pretty incredible. All right, Erin, that was your first ride on Fury. What did you think?
The closest thing I have to compare it to is Orion at Kings Island, and that drop felt more intense than Orion in the best way possible.
Definitely.
It was really cool getting to go over like the park entrance too, and then under. That was really cool, like a lot of viewing points for people to watch us.
So after getting a second ride in the back row on Fury, I have to definitely solidify that's a masterpiece. I don't think it's gonna compete with something like Steel Vengeance. I'll keep riding it. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, I don't think it's quite the #1 steel roller coaster in the world, but good God, is it worth just flying here. Woke up at 3:30 in the morning just to get on it this morning. It was amazing. So filming this a little bit later because I forgot to get my reaction, but getting on Copperhead Strike, and that was really good. It felt like a smaller and a less intense version of Maverick, and with a ton of hang time. I loved that. It was pretty amazing just being able going through there, and pretty good theming, especially for a Cedar Fair park and everything like that. I know they've been really stepping it up and everything like that, but I thought it was really cool. Just the hang time. The launch was pretty wimpy, but you know what? That's what Mach is known for and everything, but I've definitely got to get more and more rides on that thing. So just got off of Intimidator, well, actually renamed to Thunder Striker thanks to losing the Trail Earn rides, which is my most ridden coaster ever, like 250 rides. Used to be my all-time favorite, was my first ever big roller coaster, my first hyper. It still packs a good punch, honestly. Back row ride, plenty of airtime, it's pretty awesome. Pales in comparison compared to a lot of roller coasters I've ridden, but it's still pretty great. Something that's been common across all Cedar Fair parks is how much they've improved their food, and honestly, once again here, it's looking pretty good. Not quite as good as what I'd find at like Cedar Point at Beatback Q, but it's still really tasty stuff. All right, after doing 2 more rides on Fury, I have to say that definitely solidifies it. that is my number 2 coaster. The only thing that's more wild than sitting front row is back row on steel benches. That is absolutely insane. The speed, the transitions between when it's just flipping around just really reminds me a lot of Maverick and the best parts of Maverick with those fast transitions. The airtime is so strong, way stronger than a lot of even B&M Hypers where that's really what they focus on. I love it. I just really, I love Orion. Don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal coaster. But I really wish that Orion was a lot closer to what Fury is, because that is a masterpiece. As the day faded into night, I got carried away lapping Fury and Copperhead Strike that I forgot to talk about their night rides. As expected, they are incredible, especially Fury 325 running at its fastest through the evening as the park is ready to close. Good morning on day 2. It is going to be kind of a shorter day since I'll be heading out to get on a plane a little bit later. Yesterday I didn't film all too much just because I was catching up with my best friend who I literally haven't seen in 7 years. So it was amazing to get to ride stuff like the good old days back in about a decade ago when I come to this park. But today definitely gonna have to just do laps on Fury, on Copperhead Strike, and that's pretty much what I want to do. I've gotten my fill on Intimidator and on to Afterburn since I've done them so much in the past. But those two in particular, I have to say, amazing, especially Fury. Some of those rides later at night were just that thing's a masterpiece. It's shot up in my rankings up to number 2 overall. I just can't believe how fast and ferocious and incredible the airtime is on that thing. I love everything about that thing. One thing Carowinds and really all of Cedar Fair's main flagship parks have been doing is really renovating old rundown areas of the park. This is the Aeronautica Landing here, and while there's not that many like incredible rides here, there's a lot of really cool looking flat rides with really cool theming, and it looks a million times better. I've definitely noticed that a lot about a lot of the areas here. There's like the Count Carolina Fair area where the Vekoma Boomerang's at in the back. That has these cool flat rides that make it feel like a nice state fair. And of course the area around Copperhead Strike is looking amazing as well. This park is looking great, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like by the time I get here next. Just got off Gear Spin, which is a Zamperla, I think it's a Giga Discovery is the model. Thing's really cool flat ride. I think it's very unique, looks really cool, and gives a little pop of airtime at the top of each one. It's pretty awesome. Just got 2 more rides on Copperhead Strike, and the more I ride that thing, the more I love it. Honestly, if that whole Vortex Pro land and everything, Kings Island, I really want a mock extreme spinner, and I really do think that's the overall best fit in that land. But if you put one of those multi-launches just like that, I'd be super happy. The hang time is amazing, the inversions is fun, and just good pops of ejector airtime sprinkled throughout the layout. It's easily my second favorite ride in this park behind Fury. It's amazing, I love it. So I'm definitely gonna have to get more rides on that later tonight. Well, not tonight, throughout the day. All right, just got my final ride on Fury 325. That was my 12th ride overall over the past few days. What do you think, Aaron, of this park overall? This
park is cool. I didn't see it before all the recent improvements. Tyler was telling me about like what it used to look like and how much better it looks now, and I think it looks really great now. I like the different areas. The county fair area is really cute. This will be a fun park to bring Sam to when he's a little bit taller and more ready for some rides.
Yeah, as Aaron was alluding to, they have done so much to this park in the past 10 years or so. Not only by just adding stuff like Intimidator, Fury, Copperhead Strike, and those are all amazing additions that really put Carowinds on the map, but just all the small touches, renovating older areas that kind of run down and don't have much life in them, and then revitalizing, like you have Aeronautica Landing, which was put in last year. It's amazing looking. the county fair area and just all these cool areas there, it just feels more welcoming and it's just a much nicer park. I'm excited to see what this park has for its future. It's been since 2019 since they had their last roller coaster, so I'm guessing their next edition is not too far off in the horizon. But as it comes to everything, I do have to agree with most people where the top 4 in this park are amazing. They're really, really good rides. But outside of those, there is a little bit of a dead weight when it comes to some of the other roller coasters. It's more quantity over quality. And I think that's something that's going over the long run, going to be replacing some of the rides that just really don't fit in it as well anymore. But Fury alone is worth the trip here. I was just absolutely blown away every ride I've gotten on there. It's incredible. Copperhead Strike also really surprised me how great it was, with that one probably landing right in my top 15 and everything. It's just fantastic park. I can't wait to come back. But that's a wrap here from Carowinds.